this will probably be my last video before the Caramel test drum comes out next week. And I really think it's next week because the KI devs put out a tweet a few days ago saying that test drum is not this week and that it's coming out really soon. And they wouldn't tweet out something like that if test drum wasn't close. So that's why I just feel like everything is pointing towards early next week for test drum. And then they also said that they're going to be doing a special gameplay segment on KI Live, which is on Thursday of next week. So it all makes sense for test drum to come out early next week, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Higher chances for Tuesday and Wednesday than Monday. But hey, we've had Monday test drums before. Could happen. I don't know. It would actually give me more time to do the test drum videos and all that stuff. But we'll see. So that is my predictions for test drum. A lot of other people think it's going to be early next week as well. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, it is super close at this point. So to hold you guys over, I wanted to go over the rest of the teasers that I haven't looked at yet on my channel. And there's like 5 of them that I haven't looked at. They actually released a few of these recently, and 2 of them were released within like a few days of each other. So they've kind of been putting out a lot more teasers now. They put out this picture in September saying that we're going to be meeting Mr. Wilhelm Wonky. And he's got a nice, you know, purple suit with a purple bow tie on there. He's got a top hat. And the name, yeah, this is Willy Wonka. And of course, you know, KI always has characters that are references to other characters, or in this case, characters that are directly, you know, they are this character, but just, you know, change the name. The voice will probably be similar as well. They always do that. So yeah, this is Willy Wonka, and it also ties in to my prediction of there being some kind of factory area, because Willy Wonka and the chocolate factory, maybe it'll be a chocolate factory. Probably it's got to be some kind of candy or chocolate factory. That just makes sense for the world of caramel. So highly likely that we will get some kind of factory as an area. If not, then I don't know what KI is doing, because that's like a perfect opportunity. But yeah, Willy Wonka and the chocolate factory will have multiple references in caramel at some point. Also this character. So yeah, I mean, not surprised there, because it all makes sense. Like it all like kind of fits together. So that was a teaser that they released at the end of September. Then we had early October. We had this teaser. And this one's unique because this is the first time that they've teased a spell for caramel. I don't know if they're going to tease any more of the spells, probably not, but this is a spell because Nana tweets out, experience the magic of caramel with this picture. Plus, it just looks like a spell, right? So I think it's a fire spell. Seems like, you know, that's the most likely scenario for this, because the background that is summoned when the spell is cast, and they've been doing that for all the new spells. They have like this mini kind of bubble that pops up with its own textures, and to kind of give the spell like a different feel. And we have a marshmallow, which looks like it could be a pet. And he's holding a match, and he has weird eyes. He also is like, he looks like he was being, you know, toasted on a bonfire. So, but he's also in like it looks like a spoon, but honestly, it's probably a catapult, because I think the bottom right is like some kind of like string or something that's like holding the catapult, and maybe he lights the match or something and like catapults himself at the enemy. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm just I'm just guessing what this spell is going to be like. So we have a marshmallow spell, probably for fire. I mean, he's holding a match. He's going to light something up. Like, it's got to be fire, right? So that is my prediction for this one. So new marshmallow spell for fire. And this also makes sense because we're going to a candy world. You know, marshmallows are kind of candy. I mean, they're not really, but like still food related. And that makes me think, are the other spells also going to be food related? And that's interesting. What if every spell is like a different kind of food. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, every school could get their own kind of food as their spell. Potentially. You know, I don't know. But yeah, that is the fire spell, I'm guessing. And we're going to be getting new spells, level 138. Maybe earlier. What if they give us our spell earlier than 138? Could happen. So there is that teaser. On to the next one. We have a picture of a gobbler. Of course, gobblers are going to be in Karamelle. I actually didn't want gobblers to be in this world, but of course, it's such an easy opportunity for KAI to incorporate them. Actually, they probably have to because of the lore. But I think this ties into the lore of Colossus Boulevard. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of gobblers in Karamelle, eating all the candy, eating everything there. But, I mean, maybe they don't have as much of a problem as they do in Wizard City and Karamelle. So this gobbler looks a lot different than gobblers that we've seen in Wizard City. And he still is holding, food, a cookie. But maybe they're more civilized gobblers in Karamelle. We'll have to see. But also, this gobbler is standing in the main hub city. So in Karamelle City, I think it's called. Also something to note, they kind of blurred the background a little bit, though. Even though we've already seen that. We've already seen that in the first teaser, or one of the first teasers. And it's nothing new there. But yeah, he looks like he's just standing in Karamelle City. Another thing I want to mention this teaser is it looks like there's a lot of just open space in this one. Because the gobbler's standing there. And then, yeah, there's like a trash can. But otherwise, there's just like a lot of like, open area that you can walk. So I'm wondering if this Karamelle City is more of a bigger area. Because it looks like there's plenty of places that we can go and run around to. I mean, they haven't really filled in all of the, like, the sidewalks or anything with, like, clutter, I guess you would call it. But yeah, that's one thing I noticed. So what if Karamelle City is actually kind of big? I don't know. But that is that teaser of the gobbler. Moving on, the next two are pretty interesting. These are the most recent two they put out. And they're starting to give us more of the environments in Karamelle. So here is the Gumdrop Forest, which is going to be an area in Karamelle. And I like this one because I like the forested areas. We had plenty of like jungles, we had the Chaos Jungle in Imperia, and we've had, what was it, the Lost Wood in, why is my mind blanking? We had the Lost Wood in Chrysalis, so we've had, these kind of areas before. And we had the wild, Avalon has tons of trees and stuff like this. But this is kind of their take on a new forest for Karamelle. And it's definitely unique because, the trees are different colors. The trees resemble gumdrops, obviously. And I think they're going to have, like, food, like, sprinkled throughout Karamelle. Like, the plants could be kind of food-themed or candy-themed. So there's a pathway. And there's also benches that line this pathway through the forest. I'm hoping that we're able to like run around the forest, not just like stay on the path. But I kind of like that feel to this. There's also if you look really closely, you probably won't be able to see it in my video, but there is a archway that connects two zones. What's interesting though is this forest has a paved pathway through it. It's not just some random forest like in Imperia that we have to go through, that there's just, monsters everywhere. We don't even see monsters in this forest. I mean, there's definitely going to be monsters at some point, but seems like they actually have, a sidewalk that we can go on, and there's benches. It kind of is like a park, but yeah, that is interesting. So there is that picture, which I enjoy seeing, some of the environments that we're going to get in Karamelle. The next one also shows off environments that we're going to be getting. This one is probably my favorite so far because I love the look of these mobs. We have the chocolate mousse mob. And we also have the evergreen trees in the background. Though the evergreen trees look like they also could be kind of made of candy because they all have like the same texture throughout the whole tree. I don't know what this area is called, but it's probably in the mountains somewhere because of the trees that we see in the background. Also, if you look in the way back, there is like some kind of peak back there. I don't know if it's a taller mountain or what. It looks kind of like it, but yeah, there's something in the background there, kind of in like the clouds. So I also noticed that. But yeah, we have these chocolate mousse, which look awesome. I'm excited to fight these guys and see kind of like their animations. So they're literally a chocolate bunny, but in mousse form. And they're walking around. There's also some kind of building in the way back, like over the moose's shoulder, you can kind of see it's not really visible. I see like one window in the roof. So there's some kind of house there in the mountains. But I'm excited to see all these environments, and from what we've seen so far, I'm looking forward to it a lot. Like, it looks good, and I like areas that look unique. And the last two that we've seen definitely are unique. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys are super excited for Karamelle, because it's probably coming out next week. If not, then something bad happened. Or they have found a huge bug that prevents progress or something. But yeah, otherwise, I would expect test run next week, and I'll be covering it. Honestly, I was thinking about this, and I think I'm going to be streaming around the first hour of Karamelle, or at least, you know, first 45 minutes or something. Depends how long like the intro of Karamelle is. But I want to go ahead and stream the first part of it. Then I'm going to let that video, you know, like process, because streams have to process, and then it'll become its own video, but it'll still be streamed. So if you want to catch the stream, we'll be doing that right when Karamelle comes out. Not right away, but like, you know, within 30 minutes or so of test from dropping. So expect that. That should be fun. I'll have Tara joining me, and we'll be going through the first part of it. And then the rest of Karamelle, I'm not going to be streaming it myself, but I will be joining Tara, and we'll be going through it with probably some other people as well. And that'll be on her Twitch. So that is my plan. So everything with me going through Karamelle will be live streamed. Part of it will just be on my YouTube, and then part of it will be on Tara's Twitch channel. So that is the plan. But yeah, expect that whenever test room drops. That is my plan for that. I'm also going to be, you know, posting other various videos of things that I feel like are interesting as test room goes along. But yeah, lots of things happening. So please turn on notifications so you know when I post all those videos, and you know when the stream is happening. Also be subscribed if you're not already, because I mean, great opportunity right now before test room comes out to be subscribed. But other than that, please like the video on your way out. Get excited for test room because it's coming really soon, and I'll see you guys next time.